What's going on, everyone? Good evening. It's David from David Outdoors. How's it going? How was your week? It was a hot one for me. It was we have 90s, so it was pretty toasty out there. Pretty toasty. I'm gonna first start off because that's what I do every week. Start off by thanking my military veterans and active duty and first responders. Thank you guys, gals, for everything that you do for me and my family and keeping us safe at night. So congrats or kudos, all that awesome stuff to all of you out there. And every week, as I said before, I'm going to give you guys all a shout out for doing what I couldn't do. So thanks. So this is me repaying you, hopefully. So I'm very appreciative. So how is everybody doing? Doing good, I see. Got Randy Hall. Randy, thank you so much. You came in last week too from Ohio. Thank you. KB43, how you doing? Got my water, got my notes. It's Saturday night. Let's go. I just want to give a shout out to Johnny Harper. Johnny Harper is in Hawaii, and he is always giving me kudos on all my videos, goes to my channel, and I appreciate everything you do. He's constantly, every morning before I go to work, I'm always seeing a comment from him, so he's always positive. I appreciate you commenting on my videos and checking them out, and so I do appreciate you, Johnny. Thank you so much. Thumbs up for you. So it is Saturday the 13th, not Friday the 13th, even though, Friday the 13th just gives me luck. 100, yeah, oh yeah, I'll get to that in a minute, yes. Big time. All right, we'll do the dad's journey to 1,000 subscribers. Milestone, bam, 100 subscribers. Exciting, very exciting. Thank you to all of you out there that have subscribed to my channel and have liked it. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. A little tear here for you. I'm an emotional person. Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a heck of a milestone, 100 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. It shows that, you know what, the content I'm putting out there is worth it. And the likes and I started out, this year I had like 14, but I started back in 2013 on YouTube. I really didn't post videos I would just throw one up there. Yeah, really back after this whole thing happened, I had a lot of time on my hands. So I'm always on YouTube, as I said before, watching tons of, if I need something, I go there, and there's so much information on YouTube. So I'm there all the time looking at stuff. And I'd like to contribute to YouTube by putting a whole bunch of stuff that I do, and hopefully it'll help somebody, or it'll be amusing for somebody to watch, because that's what I do. I'm always every morning I have my cup of coffee and flip open the laptop and always on the YouTube. So exciting, very exciting. Exciting times. So the 100 subscribers is it's awesome. It's awesome. And Mallory from Quebec Homestead shared a couple of my videos, and I appreciate everything you do for my channel and myself. So definitely, it's nice, the people out there, just you know them, but you really don't know them, and it's amazing what they do for you by just. A lot of people might think, oh, that's not a big deal. It is a big deal. There are people you really don't know that are telling other people to go check out your channel, and I think that's it's very appreciative that someone does that for you. So thank you to all people that share and like my videos, and Mallory, of course, thank you so much. Quebec Homestead, Barry from Joe Daddy's Garage, he's another one that helps me out a lot with the streaming. He's always giving me a little shout out. Appreciate that. And again, Johnny Harper, he's always there, checking out my videos and giving me some good comments, and I appreciate that. This past week, like I said, it was hot. It was really, really hot. I do road maintenance for the job I work for, and we had a bunch of storm drains we have to get ready and prep for a big paving job, and it was hot, very hot. What, mid-90s? So the blacktop's 120. So it's nice. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? I've seen you before. Last time I saw you was Pusa. Today it was what, 60 degrees. That's upstate New York right there. 60 degrees and a low of like 48 degrees. So that's about par for here. You squeak the 90s during the week and you fry, and then on the weekends, you know, it's cold. It's good. So I told my son it's good bomb weather, or bonfire weather. There we go. So, and that's what we're gonna do when we go to our camp here in a few weeks. We're gonna do a lot of that. I'm doing very well. Thank you, Nicole. Doing good. This is, I think, my 4th live stream, so I'm getting over the butterflies, I guess. My pallet garden. You guys know how I like my pallet garden. Yeah, well, I had an invader. Yes, right. A bunny wiped out all my peas, wiped them all out. I've got a video coming up that I'm going to post, I think, this week, and the bunny wreaked havoc on my peas. All those peas I had, they're grown nice. I strung them all up. Yeah, they're gone. They ate them. Last week they got in there and they chewed them up. Always good. Happy to see numbers up. Pushing. Just keep going forward, right, Nicole? You just got to keep going with the numbers. They'll get there. Like I said, I just like bringing the content to people. And the streaming is new to me, of course, and sometimes you're like, oh, I got to stream, but what am I going to stream about? Anything. Just talk about anything. I love talking. I have the gift of gab, I was told when I was a kid, so I just talk. Hopefully that'll help. And I use my little cards there to help me keep in order, I guess. Advice for people that are streaming, even though I'm new at this, water. Sponsored by water. All right, back to the garden. Yeah, so the bunny was invaded my garden, definitely, and it wiped out all the peas and nibbled on some of my cucumber plants. And so I took care of that and put electric netting around it, and no more bunny. He's just staying out. Nothing happened to the bunny. He's just not happy. He can't come in. That's it. Just hang out. Yeah, just sit there and chat, right? Nicole, just if anybody wants to chat, you just chat. Talk about your stuff and then do some chatting on the side. Yeah, hang out and chat. Yeah, I got you on that one. But nothing charged. Oh, where the peas were that got wiped out, I put corn. I like lots of corn, so I put tons of corn in just to replace that. Hey, you know what it is? It's raspberry, or not raspberry yet. It's strawberry season. I like strawberries. Lots of strawberries. Oh, I was reading in the news. Not a news person, but Starbucks closing 400 stores. So if you're a coffee drinker, you're in trouble. That's a lot of stores. 400. I make my cup of joe every morning. I do the Keurig. Makes it easy, quick. I'm lazy. I get up early anyways. I get up like 4:30 in the morning, sometimes 5, and I don't want to drive all the way into town and get a cup of coffee. I'm just lazy. Hey, Lauren, how you doing? Jimmy and Rosalie say hi. Hi, guys. I'm going through my little sheets here. Yeah, I'm reading about the very hot. It was very hot. What type of fishing are you planning to do in the Adirondacks? Any kind of fishing I can do. Any fish that want to jump onto my hook, I appreciate that. So if anybody could send a few messages up to the fish there up where we're going, just like, hey, want to get on David's hook there, and he appreciate that. Well, I'm a very appreciative person, so hop on the hook. Last year we're up there, I caught a fish this big. Not really as little like that big. Little fish. My solar panels this week. I've got a video coming up for the one solar panel. It's 100 watt, and it came with a charge controller, and I will be posting that video. I've got a bunch of videos I'll be posting. I built a new digester. Move some firewood. I got a whole bunch of videos coming up. But the solar panels this past week have been really, really up there. 14 volts. That's a lot. Excuse me. And batteries are cranking. So what I've been doing is run the radio in the garage, and I've got an LED light that I just run. So it helps a lot. Just kind of disperses you feel like you're wasting energy if you're not using it. So I just turn the radio on in the garage, and I got an LED light that I turn on. The wheel horse video I just posted, pretty cool video. I like that one. I've got the tractor all by itself going across. That was kind of neat making that. And it's a 1960s Suburban wheel horse. It's a little thing, but that was back in the 60s. That was like a big, today's big lawnmower. That was actually, mowed, did a great job. People use those old tractors for plowing their gardens, mowing their lawns. There was so many attachments you can put on those old wheel horses. And I got that down in Pennsylvania for like $500. Me and my wife now, she was my girlfriend then. We went down and we picked up with the truck, and it was fun. A little day trip. Went down there, met the guy, bought the tractor, brought it home, put a new motor on it, and I've had that 17 years almost. It's a long time. And it's 1960s, still running. Pushes dirt. I like that kind of stuff. Fun. So the motor's, I think I've said it before, the motor's like a Harbor Freight 3-horse, like $100, I think it was. It's a throwaway motor. It's kind of neat. You can do anything you want with them, and they'll just keep running. If something happens to it, you're out $100. No big deal. The wheel horse tractors are fun to play with. Oh, my digesters. Yep, they went sour. When I say sour, means how you get an upset stomach, because the digesters, if you've seen my channel or my videos, they're like a big stomach, basically. All you're creating. It's got bacteria, and you put food waste in, and it gives you methane gas. What happens sometimes if you get sick, your stomach gets sour, they call it. And you take Pepto. What I did with my 2 digesters, I put baking soda in. Basically the same thing. You're just taking the acid out. If you get too much acid in, it kills the bacteria. It won't produce methane gas. So I have been fighting with that, trying to get it stabilized. The pH is supposed to be a certain level, and I'm trying to get the pH back up on my digesters. That's if you're following me on that. And the garden hose that I take out there to flush it out, of course, I had a break today, and that's like 100 feet of it. And went shopping today, and there's not many hoses out there. It must be everybody's buying hoses this week, because I had to buy a couple 50-footers to put together, and I needed another 50 foot. So I need like 150 foot. And no, couldn't buy any. An awesome thing. I'm going to be posting this video. As you know, I'm in a renewable and the biogas and the solar. I bought a generator. It's a small generator off Craigslist a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to get it to run biogas. Methane. Everybody wants to know what biogas is. It's, for easy understanding, it's like a natural gas. Natural gas comes from the ground. Well, methane is created gas from food waste. You can actually burn it. So I collected so much biogas over the past couple weeks, and the generator, I couldn't get the generator running right. So today I actually got it running off biogas, which there's no gas, just methane, gas, not regular fuel gas or liquid gas. And there's a video I'm going to post that you could tell I'm pretty excited because there's no carburetor, there's no liquid, nothing, and it's amazing. It ran until it ran out of the bag ran out of biogas. My son videotaped it and he was like, "Wow, you're pretty excited." Yeah, I'm really excited because I created the methane in my backyard and I got to run my generator off of it, and I ran a drill and a sawzall, and to me that's pretty cool. That if that's not off the grid, I don't know what is. That's my big thing. I want to get it where it's running so I can run like an air conditioner, even if I ran it for 2 hours or 3 hours a day. That's a big cost that you're saving. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. That's a huge savings for, air conditioners draw a lot. It's like they're 5,000 BTUs, whatever it is. And they have the compressors when they kick on, they draw a lot of energy. So you're using a lot of electricity. So if I could, substitute some of that with like an hour or 2 or 3 hours of using biogas that was last night's dinner or coffee grounds, and it creates methane for free, to me, that's a no-brainer. And then use the solar also for help. I've got 190 watts of solar. So anything helps, at least you're not, it's not coming out of the pocket. That's the big thing. Very exciting. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight. I went to them and picked it up. Not getting sponsored from them, but man, that's good food. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. I had the chicken. I had I think it's buffalo with ranch sauce. It was really good. So onion rings, really good. Normally when I usually go out to dinner, I'm very simple. It's like a burger and fries. That's all I want. And the menu could be 30 pages long. Nope, just want a burger and fries. I think it's because I don't want to have, a bad meal. And that's I'm always looking up for. It's genius. Thanks. I don't want to have a bad meal. So it's like you go and get a burger and a fry. It's simple. I've gone to Cheesecake Factory, and I think that's what I've ordered before. It's just and then it's like I'll go to Olive Garden. I'll have like spaghetti and meatballs. When there's like 8 million other things, just give me those spaghetti meatballs. I know you can't ruin that. Maybe that's what it is. But they said the Buffalo Wild Wings. I had to pick it up. The lady said that they're not opening till the 17th, June 17th, which is this Wednesday. So they're not having anybody sitting in the dining room until then. It's just all takeout. I was like, oh, okay. And the casinos, they're opening up near me. I don't know how they're going to protect people from whatever's going on out there, but they're opening. Like go to casino, I go a little bit. I go like maybe once or twice a year. Shoot dice, shoot craps, go up there, have a great time. Go up there with like 2 nickels. Oh, grass in my yard. I've been trying to. We replaced the leach lines in where my septic tank is, and I've been trying to get the grass to grow. And I'll tell you what, I went through a 100-pound bag of grass seed, straw, and I cannot get that to grow. It's finally growing. Now that's nice and dry, it's finally growing. I'll be bringing some videos to you this summer on my rental properties. I've got a lot of work to do on them. I try to every year I try to put a lot into our rental properties. It doesn't make sense to just take from them. I just put everything back into them. It's the best thing for them. If they need paint, you paint them. Windows. I've got concrete work I got to do. I've got a lot of concrete. They have those. They call them Bilco doors. They're like basement doors. A lot of the older houses, because I've got 4, and most of them are in the 1800s, and they have the Bilco doors. You walk down into the basement, where most houses today don't have those. And they have a lot of water damage. A lot of those old houses have tons of water damage, and they have those old cisterns, they call them. I think that's the name of it. And that, you know, it holds the water. That's how they used to use wash water way back. Can't believe they used to collect the water. They collect the water from the roof and they put it into it's like a huge concrete bunker. It's in the basement and it held the water. I think they used it for like, well, they didn't have indoor plumbing, I don't think. So it was like maybe cleaning or something like that. But anyways, that's some of the concrete work I got to do on the Bilco doors up there. And Mallory from Quebec Homestead, she did a video on the writing. She pulled her walls down. She's restoring her house, and I saw a video of her showing the old paperwork and stuff like that from behind the walls. And with one of mine, I was rebuilding this or restoring the past couple months. I found a whole bunch of older, like 1930s, 1920s paperwork. That's kind of cool. If I can, next stream, I'll show you. I think I've got a few papers from there that I can show you, some newspapers and stuff like that. History is pretty cool. My John Deere, you know me and my John Deere. It's not the biggest, it's not the best, but I like it. It does the job. I was over at the father-in-law's. Her video was awesome. Yeah, her video was awesome, Nicole. Yeah, Mallory, she's awesome. She's very supportive. So aren't you, Nicole? You guys go to everybody's stream and help everybody out. And 2 thumbs up. There was the camera. There it is. The John Deere. I went to my father-in-law's today, and he's got the D118 John Deere series. And I think we got that like 12 years ago. Me and him picked up the Home Depot, and he wanted to get the mower deck off so we could clean it. It's the same thing as I've got the E100 series, and it's basically the same mower deck. Mine has if you've seen the video, it's got you hook your hose to it and you clean it. I don't recommend cleaning it if it's hooked up to the bagger, because mine's hooked up to the bagger, so you have to run it when you're cleaning it out, so you don't want to blow all that water up into your bagger system. So I would just disconnect it, or just don't wash it if the bagger's on. If the bagger's off, then I would good idea. Like to see that. Yeah, I'll be coming out with that video. Oh, the paperwork, yes. I'll have the pictures. I think there's a couple. I think they're like the cigarette papers. It's old cigarettes. Got a couple of those from the house. And there's more in that old house. The other house I'm sure it's got some stuff behind the walls. So when I go tearing into that from a water leak or something, I'm sure I'll find some more. Because the other thing with those old houses, they have a knob and tube in them, which is 2 power lines that are hot all the time, and they're pretty much, my places have been updated with electric, but sometimes you have to go in there for other reasons, and you find all the different paperwork, which is pretty cool. Like I said, the John Deere, the decks are basically the same. There's 5 things to do to drop the deck on the D118, and same thing with mine. So the only thing is with the D118, it's the 18 horse. So it came off pretty easy. I took it off so he could clean it up. We're gonna put it back on tomorrow. Same thing. Mine, I took it off. I felt bad. Mine was brand new. I had to take it off the same day to put new blades on for the bagger system. So if you get the bagger system, then you got to change the blades to the high lift blades that help more suction to blow or not more suction, but more wind, centrifugal wind, whatever it is, to blow the grass clippings up into the baggers. I mowed yesterday with the bagger system, and there has been a problem with, I've heard people with it's been plugging, the chute plugs, mine plugged. Last week, this week it didn't, it was dry. It was dry out, never plugged. So that's the key is to mow when it's dry, unfortunately. Don't mow early morning or in the afternoon later on when it's dew, when the dew's on, because you won't be able to, it'll just keep clogging up, unfortunately. And I'm wondering if like on the bigger John Deere series, like with a 20 horse and stuff like that, or smaller, if it's got more power, if they have the same problem, because I've got the 100, which is, I think that's the lowest or the smallest they make for the bagger system. So I'm wondering if, I'm wondering if the bigger the motor, the less problems you'll have with the chute plugging up. Sorry about sniffles, man. That's everything. It's been dry too, so a lot of allergies, a lot of dust, pollen. Good time of year. Definitely. You know what I thought about doing? I was talking about the garden hose. You know how I do all the renewable. I did the compost pile with the hot water. That, you ever notice when your garden hose lays out into the sun, it's hot water? I've checked it before. It's like 100 degrees. My next, I think my next adventure is to build, just with some PVC pipe, like a little shower head off my back porch on the outside, and hook my garden hose to it. Because I'm wondering, with 100 foot or 150 foot of garden hose, how much hot water I can get out of there. Try it out. I gotta try it out. That'll be kind of fun. Gotta have my water. I get chatty. I gotta have my water. So my kid's done with 6th grade, goes on to 7th grade. I was going to talk about soccer season coming up. Hopefully they have school in the fall, because I played soccer for all through high school and played a little club on the outside, indoors, and getting excited. Like, it'll be his first year for playing for the high school team, and hopefully if we have sports this fall and have school, and that he makes it, and that'd be kind of cool. My oldest, he played for the school we went to, and so I played for that school. My oldest played. Now hopefully I get my youngest to play, and that'd be the trifecta. That'd be pretty cool, watch my youngest come up through the ranks of our school. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I was talking about the streams. Oh, hey Jeff, a guy at work. He's just pull that way. Oh, with the garden hose. Yeah, there's a guy that up from where I live, has a whole bunch of black pipe, like the 3/4 inch tubing, and he's got it looks like a triangle, and he runs. I mean, it's a lot. It's got to be like 500 feet of it, and his pool must be like 90 degrees or 100 degrees all summer, because it the water just. I don't think he has a pump on it. I think it just with a siphon, they call it, or I don't know, whatever it's called. The heat goes through, and there's a name for it. I can't think of it. It's like when you turn off the stream and you'll figure it out, right? I was talking about the streaming. I'm always popping in on people's streams just to say hi. So I like helping out others, and like I can see Nicole, Jeff, and appreciate them asking questions. I do the same thing, because it's kind of helpful. You sit there and you're like, oh, we didn't talk about. Well, there's lots to talk about, but it's always nice when people add to your channel or your chat and get you. It pulls it out of you. You know what you want to say, but sometimes it gets someone that helps pull it out. So it's pretty cool. So if you can pop in on other people streaming, it helps them out. And gotta have my water again. Gotta have lots of water. Oh, some of the streams I have a hard time making. Like the later ones, I have a real hard time. I get tired about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I know that's still early, but I get up at, like I said, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So must be I'm getting older or something. Who knows? But I'm shutting her down about 9:30. And there's a couple streams. Quebec Homestead with Mallory, or Quebec. She's Wednesday nights, I think it is, on at 10 o'clock. So follow her, check out her streams. She's about 10 o'clock, I think she is. Her, and then there's Pusa Studios, who they're usually it's 7 o'clock. They're usually Tuesday. I haven't seen them in a while. I don't know where they've been. No idea. Like my cheat sheets are pretty cool. I was gonna tell you, I got a video of my drone. I used to have a drone. It was a DJI DJI Phantom 3 Standard. I love the drone, but you can't fly these things anywhere. You can't fly over people's houses, that's a good thing. You can't fly over, yards and stuff like that. Basically, you can just fly up. I poke myself in the nose, but you fly up and that's about it. So I've got one video where it's just above my house, just flying around. And I think I went up near a farmer's field and flew around there, but the drones are pretty cool. But like I said, you really can't go anywhere with them because you can't fly over people's properties, and unless you're going to fly out in the ocean or something like that, which I doubt you want to do with these things when they're like $1,000. So you really don't want to do that. But wow, time flies, half hour. That's a lot of talking. What else we got to talk about? Oh, you know what I saw the other day? I'm on YouTube all the time. I'm like let's see, 80s. I watched when I was a kid. I used to watch a lot of 80s stuff, of course. They had The Fall Guy. I don't know if anybody's seen that before. It's it's a show about stuntman, and it's a comedy. That show. There's because you'll watch a show and on the right it'll have a whole bunch of playlists of different 80s shows and stuff like that. There was that one. There was Riptide, Airwolf, A-Team, and Magnum PI. And I'm like, I watched all those when I was a kid. And it's funny when you look back at all those shows, you're like, wow, that was kind of not cheesy. I mean, they're cool shows, no doubt. But like Airwolf, obviously it was fake. But when you're a kid, you're like, man, that's a helicopter with guns, and you're like, that thing's real. Here you're thinking it's real when you're a kid. And the A-Team, think they're going to come help you out if you got a problem at school or work or whatever. They're going to come help you out, right? So yeah, so the 80s shows, that was kind of cool. You look up Fall Guy and you get a whole bunch of other 80s shows I used to watch. Fun. Let's see what else I got going here. Yeah, the heat. Yeah, very hot. We talked about the heat. It's coming back at the end of the week. Say 90s again. I don't like that. Like I said before, it's easier to warm up than it is to cool off. Warm up, you just throw a jacket on and a hat. To cool off, you got to jump in the lake. It's about the only way you're going to cool off and jump in the shower. Oh, I sold chickens, I said last week, and talked to another person about chickens, and it seems like a lot of people don't know how to raise them. It's really simple. I've had chickens, 30 years, and a couple here, lots there. They're pretty simple. If you keep them moving around, like if you can't let them go for out in your yard, you can build like a moving coop, and that's my suggestion to people is just to move your coop. That way they're getting the bugs and the grubs, and it's actually good for your yard as long as you don't leave them too long. Because if you leave them too long, what they do is they tear up the ground. They like the dust bathe when it gets hot. So you have to keep them moving every day, and sometimes twice a day. Otherwise, they'll put holes in your yard. But you'll see when you move them, like 3 days later, you'll see where they were, and the grass is like really green. And if you had grubs there, they're gone now. Like a lot of people will throw grubs on there, or like Grub X or whatever it is, and they throw that right on the grass there. And I don't like putting chemicals on the ground or even on plants and stuff like that. And you put chickens on there, they'll pick the bugs. Same thing around trees. If you had an area where you could put chickens and just fence around the trees, they'll pick all the bugs and stuff, they'll weed it. Your garden, when you're done with the garden, just throw them in there, and they'll clean the garden and have it ready for you by next spring. Like I said, they're easy. When they first start laying, they need protein, and for their eggs. So give them lots of. If they're 18, 21 weeks old, they're just starting out. Sock the protein right to them, and as they get older, you want to cut off the protein. They're 2 years old, 3 years old. You start slowing the protein down. They're not going to need it. And the other thing a lot of people don't realize is when they're born, they have all the eggs they're going to have in them for their whole lifespan. How cool is that? So if they're going to lay 1,000 eggs, somehow they have them all in their system. Obviously not the size that you see. They start off like little. So that was pretty cool. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to cut it. It's 35 minutes. That's amazing for me. We did great this week. 21? Let me look that up real quick. I think we got 21 subscribers, which is, yeah. We had 79 last week. You know, I told you we hit 100, which is crazy. So we hit 100 subscribers, of course. And again, thank you so much for everybody that watches my channels and likes. And even if you dislike, that's fine too, because that's a view. You know, not everybody's gonna like everything you got, so you can't get twisted on that. So likes, dislikes, whatever it is. You know, sometimes dislikes helps you out, because then you're like, well, maybe my content's not good enough, so you can change it up. So take it as a positive. So everybody out there, thank you so much for viewing my channels. If you want, you can actually subscribe. I think on this, you can hit subscribe. So that'd be great. Subscribe if you want. And that's our thing. Subscribe if you want. Don't just hit subscribe. Like my channel, check it out, and then you can hit subscribe. I don't want to push you into subscribing. So if you like it, hit subscribe. If you don't worry about it. Catch you next time. All right, this is David from David Outdoors. Thank you so much. I will see you next week with our update of Dad's journey to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there. We'll get there at some point. If it's slow, it's fast. It don't matter. We'll get there. Nicole, thank you so much for entering the chat. Jeff Medicis, thank you so much. Lauren Medicis. Oh, both of you. That's cool. Dylan B, thank you. KB43. Thank you. Randy Hall, you're awesome. Thank you so much, too. He's always there saying hi. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week, and hope you have a great week. Stay cool.